Welcome back, everybody. So if we look at our snake game, our snake feels sort of sad and empty because he doesn't really have an environment. It's just a poor little snake eating fruits, having a nice day without an environment. Let's go ahead and fix that. So to create an environment in Pico 8, apart from the sprite editor where we could create sprites, we also have the level tile map. If I hit the space bar, you'll actually see some white squares at the corner. This is a Pico 8 screen, and we can use any of our sprites to draw a map. Let's go ahead and do something here real crazy. So we have all these apples like that, and we're going to have this one like that. Then we're going to have the watermelon just like that. And here we actually have this. So how do we draw that in the scene? Remember, this is a map. We use our sprites to build a map. So I'm actually adding the avocado here at the center. So how do we display this map that we just drew? So we can create a function called draw map. Let's just go to the bottom here. Excuse me. And I'll create a function. So I'll just say function and draw our map. And what we're going to do here is just end this function. And to draw a map, we're going to use the keyword map with 0, 0. That means draw a map at the origin. Draw that map at the origin. So let's look for our draw function. So I'm just going to say function underscore draw like that. So here I'll draw just after clearing the screen. I'm going to say map, and I'll just call draw underscore map, save that and run it. Now you can see we have a map appearing like that. So this map is going to be what's going to be rendered in the screen. And remember, because we're setting the map to position 0, 0, it's just appearing at the top left edge. We haven't specified the size of this map, but it's just to show you that's how we can easily create a map. So let's go over here to our draw function and let's comment out this map so that we can actually see we have a blank screen. And let's do our map properly this time. So this is our Pico 8 game screen, and we need to draw a large map in that position. So first, let's create proper sprites. So I'll go to sprite 0 and clear out everything like that. Just clear out everything. And let's draw some grass tiles. Our snake is already green, so I believe drawing a dark sprite. Let's go over here. And let's use the fill tool to fill this. This is going to be our basic green. So I'll copy this and I'll paste this here. And let's create some variation of grass. So I'll go over here to the pencil tool and just do some grass here. So I'll take this one, go over here and paste. So Control C, Control V. And let's just do some random grass strands. So let's paste the plain one again and then have some random grass variation like that. Just so we have something very simple and basic like that. So now that we have this, we can go over to our tile map and you can actually see where we've drawn. We had something there. We could just fill these sections. I'll hit spacebar and just fill this area with our flat color like that. So this is one, excuse me, this is one game window, by the way. So we'll just fill it up with some of that. Just go over here, just have fun. Don't be too serious. You don't have to do everything seriously. And then we can take some of this various grass strands and making them random and just placing them everywhere we see deemed fit, while we're actually adding this one to add some variety like that. All right, cool. So with this drawn, and we've actually seen we have, let's just drag this over here. Now this is a quadrant. This is the entire map area where we have these white squares. That's our screen border. And if we actually look closely around here, that's position 30. So I'll just draw something here like that, just to make sure this is filled up so that we can just have one nice little screen filled with our tile. So feel free to add some funny things around. Feel free to add some rocks. And I'll just add some slight variations, make sure we're changing this. And again, we need to fill this entire section. Now, if we want, we can use the fill tool, but I just like using this and just painting around like that. Just go gradually and just fill up each section, and then making sure to add some random variation. Like that. We still have a large region here, so let's fill that up real quick. I think what I should have done was just to use the fill tool, but it's okay. We could just keep going like that. We're almost done. Like that. That's great. All right, so let's still go over here. We still have much. Let's test the map and see how this looks like now. So over here, and we'll have our draw map. We'll uncomment that, save and run. So now you can see we have our snake game. Let's hit X, and you can actually see we have a nice little square region where our snake is spawning these. Now, because the body is green, right? So we're actually seeing some weird artifacting like that. Especially with some of the fruits. If the fruits are using a color that has some of that background color, it'll actually hide the fruits. So that's why we're not actually seeing some of that fruit. For example, the avocado uses a lot of that color. So what I'll do is to go to the avocado and make sure that we're using a very bright color for the avocado like that. Yeah, I think that should be good. Now if we, and also our watermelon. So let's make sure we're changing the watermelon green to give it this very nice green boundary. And here where we have this green, we're actually changing that. And here, I'll change this to, yeah, that's good. That's bright. So yeah, everywhere we have our green is super bright. So let's save and run now. And let's start the game. And you can see we have our fruit basically showing clearly like that. All right. So that's how we can add a nice little tile map to actually make this quite interesting. Now I noticed we actually lost our flashing animation, but we can always go ahead and fix that. So we can add a few more objects if we want to make our tile actually interesting. Now this is the section we're actually drawing here. So that's where we are going to focus on like that. And we can add a few more elements. Let's go ahead and create some nice little rocks in here or bone. So I'll just do something like that and say, oh, there's a little bone in there. And then we can just add something like that. So that looks like a bone. So we can go to our map and let's add a bone here and a bone here. And because our tile map is green, we need to fill this entire section with green, or else it's going to appear super flat. And we need to do that to all of our fruits, especially when our fruits have a little space around them. So like that. So now if I should run the game, you can see we have this nice little green object here. So for example, this one, we could use green to just fill up this section because our map entirely is green. So we're just filling these areas with our fruit. Let's do the same thing for the banana. And I believe SPR is got, since we're not placing it, I don't think we really need to do that. So let's go ahead and check it out. It's just so it blends. And yeah, there was no need to actually do that because all our spaces are going to indeed blend with the background. All right. So, yeah. So have fun, play around, create your sprites and your background. And in our next lesson, we'll move on. As a bonus, I'm going to add a skull in here just to show kind of like something scary. So like there's a skull here in the grass of an animal, like so. All right. All right, cool. So now we have that. We can just draw our skull in, say maybe around here and here. So let's just quickly run it. And you can see the skull is now black. So what we need to do is to go to our arts and let's draw out, fill up this section with green such that when we add any element, it doesn't mess things up. So now if we save and run, we can see our skull here. We can add another one over here and here, just to make sure it looks kind of scary. So now when we run, this is what we have. Not skulls everywhere and bones. All right, guys, see you in the next tutorial.